Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this lecture, I draw the three view, front view, top view and side view of the given drawing. So before drawing the three views, first I do sheet division and AutoCAD 2020. So first I draw a 4-page in AutoCAD 2020 in landscape format. So length of a 4-page in landscape format is 297 millimeter and width is 210 millimeter. So I draw this by rectangle command. So specify first corner point and then give dimension, click on dimension and then give dimension. The length for rectangle is 297 millimeter and width is 200 millimeter. Click here. So this is a 4-page of length 297 and width 210 millimeter. Now draw margin line by giving offset distance of 10 millimeter from all four sides. So draw type O for offset command, specify offset distance which is 10 millimeter, enter, specify object to offset and then click here. So these are the margin lines. So now the total length of these lines length is 277 millimeter and width is 190 millimeter. Now I do sheet division in these lines. So for sheet division, first find X distance. It means that the distance between this line and front view, distance between front view and side view, and distance between side view and this line is X and will be the same. Similarly, distance between this line and front view, distance between front view and top view, and distance between top view and this line is Y and will be the same. So to find X and Y, the calculation are X is equal to total length minus length of front view plus length of side view divided by 3. So X is equal to total length after drawing margin line. Total length of front view A4 page is 277 minus length of front view 120, length of side view is 60. Length of front view is 120 and length of side view is 60 millimeter. So to calculate this, X is equal to 32.33 millimeter. Similarly, Y is equal to total weight minus height and front view, height of front view plus height of top view whole divided by 3. So total weight of a 4-page after drawing margin line is 190 minus height of front view is 60 and height of top view is 60 from the figure. Total height is 60, 20 plus 20 or plus radius of this arc is 20. So total is 60 and total width of front view, top view is 60 from here, 60 millimeter. So to calculate this, Y is equal to 23.33 millimeter. Now I do sheet division here. From sheet division line, click on sheet division and start your sheet division. File type line L for line command. X is 32.33 and Y is 23.33. So start box of our front view here. So length of front view is 120 millimeter, width is 60 millimeter, 120 and 60. Now draw box for top view. Type L for line command. The Y distance is 23.33 millimeter. Length of top view is 120 millimeter. Width is 60 millimeter. 120 and 60. Now draw box for side view. Length X is 32.33 millimeter. Width of side view is 60 and length of side view is 60 millimeter. 60 and this is 60. Delete these extra portions. Now draw front view here with the help of visible layer. So I start front view from the figure. First I draw this below triangle. The length of this rectangle, the length of this rectangle is 120 millimeter, and width of this rectangle is 20 from here, 10 millimeter. Total width is 20, and the width of upper portion is 10, so width of lower portion is also 10 millimeter. So length of this rectangle is 120 and width is 10 millimeter. So I erase this line, draw line of 120 millimeter, width is 10 millimeter, length is 120 and width is 20 millimeter. So completed this below triangle. Now I draw this rectangle. So length is 10 millimeter from here, width is, and this length is 80 millimeter, because total length is 120 and this portion is 40. So 120 minus 40 is equal to 80 millimeter. So this length is 10 millimeter, this width is 80 millimeter, and this height from this portion up to this center is 20 millimeter from here. So draw line of 20 millimeter. Now this total length up to this center is 30, up is 40, because this edge is 10 millimeter, this length is 10 millimeter, and this length is 20 millimeter. So total length is 40 millimeter. So draw line of 30 from here, 40 from here and 30 from here. So draw line of 30 millimeter. Now delete this, no need of this line. Now draw here two center line. One center line is here and one center line is here. So go to center line layer and draw center line here by line command, and the other center line is 20 millimeter from this corner, 20 millimeter from this corner. Total width is 40, so this center line is 20 millimeter from this corner. So line command, 20 millimeter, and draw here a center line. Now no need of this line, and draw two circle here of 20 millimeter radius and 10 millimeter radius. The radius of this circle is 10 millimeter and the radius of this circle is 20 millimeter. Go to visible layer, circle of 10 millimeter and circle of 20 millimeter. Now trim this extra portion, because the big circle is a semicircle, so trim the extra portion. So type TR for trim command, select object to trim, then enter, and so this portion is completed. Delete this line, no need of these lines. Now in the front view, this edge is for hidden and this edge is hidden, so draw these hidden lines. This edge is at a distance of 10 millimeter because this total distance is 20 millimeter. Radius of this semicircle is 10 millimeter. So this length is 10 millimeter. So draw a hidden line here at a distance of 10 millimeter. So go to hidden line here and line at a distance of 10 millimeter. Draw here hidden line of 20 millimeter. Delete this extra portion, no need of this. Now the second hidden line, this edge is hidden from the front, so the distance between these two center is 30 millimeter. So this radius is 10 millimeter. So the second hidden line is at a distance of 50 millimeter from first hidden line. Total distance between first hidden line and second hidden line is 50 because this radius is 10, this distance is 30 and this radius is 10. So total distance is a 50 millimeter. So 50 millimeter and draw hidden line here of 20 millimeter. Delete this extra portion, no need of this. Now front view is completed. Front view is completed. Now I draw top view. In the top view, when I see from top, these two portions are seen as a rectangle. The width of rectangle is 15 and length is 40. So draw here three rectangles. First rectangle width is 15 millimeter and length is 40 millimeter. In top, draw first rectangle. Width, go to visible line. Width is 40 millimeter. Width is 15 millimeter. This is 40 millimeter length and width is 15 millimeter. Now the second rectangle is this portion and the width is 30 millimeter because total width is 60 millimeter. So 16 minus 15 is equal to 30. So this portion is 30 millimeter. The length of this width of this portion is 15 millimeter and length is 40 millimeter. So draw a rectangle here of a length 40 and width 30 millimeter. So draw here a rectangle of width 30 millimeter and length 40 millimeter. Delete this portion and third rectangle of length 15, width length 40, width 15 and is 15. So here are three rectangles. One is this. In top view, its length is 40 millimeter and its width is 15 millimeter. Similarly, the second rectangle of length 40 and width 30 millimeter. The third rectangle is of width 15 and length 30 millimeter. Now here are from the top side, these two holes are seen hidden lines from the top. So draw hidden line from this edge in this triangle and in this triangle. So the hidden line is at a distance of 15 millimeter from this edge and 15 millimeter from this edge. So go to hidden line in line command. This is at a distance of 15 millimeter. A relation of 15 millimeter and total, this is not 15 millimeter, but this is the radius of this circle is 10 and the radius, this distance is 10 millimeter because total radius of this big circle is 20 and radius of this circle is 10. So 20 minus 10, this distance is 10 millimeter. So draw hidden line thickness 15 millimeter and a distance of 10 millimeter from this edge. Delete this. Give line command. Distance of 10 millimeter and thickness of 15 millimeter. Similarly, second hidden line at a distance of 10 millimeter and thickness of 15 millimeter. Similarly, draw hidden line here, distance of 10 and total length of hidden line is 15 millimeter. Similarly, draw hidden line here, distance 10 and total length of this hidden line is 15 millimeter. Now delete these extra portion. No need of this portion, so this portion is completed. Now go to your drawing. Now draw this portion. I can easily draw this portion, so give line command. First select the layer of visible line. Delete this portion. Delete this portion. Draw line of visible line. Now I draw this portion, so first find the center. Draw the center line. So total length of total width of top view is 60 millimeter. So this center line is at a distance of 30 millimeter from this edge. So select center line, layer of center line, draw a line of, select center line and give line command. This center line is at a distance of 30 millimeter. So draw here a center line, helper line command. Similar, delete this extra portion. Now draw these two center line. This center line is at a distance of 20 millimeter from this edge, and the second center line is at a distance of 30 millimeter from this line. So draw these two center lines. Give line command. This is of 20 millimeter. Now draw this center line. Now draw second center line at a distance of 30 millimeter from this edge. Delete these extra portion. Now draw this circle of, draw here two circle of radius 10 millimeter and 10 millimeter. Give circle command. Draw a circle of, first select visible layer and draw two circle of 10 millimeter. Enter. Draw circle of 10 millimeter. Now trim the extra portion because these are semicircle in the figure. Enter. And simply join these edges. So this portion is completed. Now go to figure. From top, this edge and this edge is hidden. Similarly, this edge and this edge is hidden up to end. So draw these hidden line. this edge is at a distance of 10 millimeter, and this edge is at a distance of 5 millimeter, because total length of this portion is 60 millimeter and length of this portion is 50. So 5 millimeter from one side and 5 millimeter from other side. So draw here two center line, head and line. One is at a distance of 5 millimeter, other is at a distance of 10 millimeter. Similarly, draw two head and line here at a distance of 5 millimeter and 10 millimeter respectively. So go to layer of head and draw here a center line at head and line at a distance of 5 millimeter and total length is 120. Similarly, draw other line at a distance of 5 millimeter. Total length is 120 millimeter. Similarly, draw two head and line here at a distance of 5 millimeter and total length of center line is 120. Similarly, the second center line (120) and delete these extra portions. Now top view is completed. Draw all hidden line and visible line. Now I draw side view. So go to figure and from this side, from right side, I draw this side view. So first I draw this portion is 50 millimeter, 5 millimeter from this side and 5 millimeter from this side, and this side is the length of this side is 60 millimeter and width is 10 millimeter. So I can easily draw these portions. We have line command. The first select variable layer. First draw these width. This is 10 millimeter and this is 20 millimeter. Also 10 millimeter. Similarly, this is 10 millimeter and this is also 10 millimeter. So go to line command. Draw a line of 10 millimeter, then a line of 10 millimeter, then this total length is 60 millimeter, this total length is 10 millimeter, and this is also 60 millimeter. Now delete this portion. This is this triangle, this rectangle. Similarly, this width is 10 millimeter. This width is 10 millimeter. So draw these two lines. No need of this. This portion is 10 millimeter. Similarly, from this side, this length is 10 millimeter. Now draw this length of 50 millimeter. So and start from 5 millimeter apart. So first draw a line of 5 millimeter and then draw a line of 50 millimeter. Delete this line. Now simply join these portions. By line command. Similarly, join this by line command. So this portion is completed. Now I can draw this portion and this portion, and these three portions are look like is a rectangle. rectangle of width 15 millimeter and total length from here 20 plus 10. Radius of this big circle is 10 and distance up to this center is 20. So total length of rectangle is 30 and width is 15 millimeter. Delete this line. Draw here a rectangle of length 30 millimeter. This is 20. Our radius of this big circle is 20. So total is 40 millimeter. So total is 40 millimeter. And width is 15 millimeter. On ortho mode, width is 15 millimeter and length is 40 millimeter. Similarly, draw here a rectangle of length 40 millimeter, width 15 and length 40. To give this portion, no need of this. Now go to diagram. Similarly, draw this rectangle by joining these lines, these edges. This portion is completed. Now go to diagram. Here this portion is hidden, and this portion, this edge is hidden from side view. So from the center at a distance of 10 millimeter on one side is a hidden line and 10 millimeter on the other side a hidden line. So first specify a center here. Line command. This total length is 50 millimeter. So center will be at a distance of 25 millimeter. Now draw two hidden lines. Go to layer of hidden line. Give line command. Distance of 10 millimeter. Draw a hidden line of 20 millimeter. Similarly, draw another line at a distance of 10 millimeter and total length is 20 millimeter. Now delete these portions. No need of these portions. So I draw two hidden lines for these edges. Now here in the side view, this edge is hidden line and this below edge is hidden line. Similarly, here one hidden line and this edge is a hidden line. So the first hidden line is at a distance of 10 millimeter from top. At a distance of 10 millimeter from top. So line, this distance is at a distance of 10 millimeter. Draw hidden line of width 15 millimeter. Similarly, at a distance of 10 millimeter, draw hidden line of 15 millimeter. Similarly, draw hidden line from here at a distance of 10 millimeter and length of hidden line is 15 millimeter. Similarly, draw hidden line at a distance of 10 millimeter and total length is 15 millimeter. Now delete these extra portions. So these are the hidden lines. Now side view is completed. Now draw all three views and Draw a box here for your name. Go to by default here. Draw a box here for give line command. Draw a box here for your name, registration number, for your name. So type text, specify start font of text. This is start font of text. Specify height of text is 3.5 and specify rotation angle is 0. Enter. Now write your name, your registration number, your section, your assignment number, etc. So write all necessary things here. Now give dimension to this. So for dimension type dim and give dimension all necessary dimensions. This is 120. Similarly this is 60. This portion is 50 millimeter. Similarly this portion is 60 millimeter. So draw all necessary dimension. Similarly draw all necessary dimension and then print of this portion. So go to print from here and plot. Select A4 page of length 297 and width 210 millimeter. Go to and convert to PDF, drawing to PDF. Here select window, first corner of the window and last corner of the window. Select center of the plot and then click on OK. Here name this assignment number 4. Now you can easily print this. So all the views and required information are completed. And for more videos, please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.